Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Tuesday, January 21st update, Nick and Chance snoop in Ian's motel room. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers update for Tuesday, January 21st, reveals that some curveballs are brewing in Genoa City. YNR will be preempted for presidential inauguration news coverage on Monday, January 21st, but there'll be some excitement to look forward to in Tuesday's all-new show. First, let's talk about Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow and Chance Chancellor Connor Floyd since they'll team up on a critical search. Chance and Nick will snoop in Ian Ward's Ray Wise motel room as they try to find anything that could help locate Sharon Newman's Sharon case. Although Jordan Colleen Zenk ultimately ditched her alliance with Ian, she left some clues behind that could lead back to her. Chance will notice a glass with lipstick on the table, so he'll draw Nick's attention to it and assume Ian's ally is a woman. Later, Jordan will spy outside the door and overhear Chance on the phone. If Jordan learns Chance figured out Ian had a female partner in crime, that could make her nervous. However, Jordan won't lose sight of what really matters to her now that she's reconnected with Claire Newman Haley Aaron. Despite any doubts Jordan might have about Claire's loyalty shift, she'll want to believe her great niece has truly seen the light. At the ranch, Claire will continue her hush-hush meeting with Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel and Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott as they lock in the details of their lethal Jordan plot. The three of them will need somewhere they can take Jordan to lure her into the rest of this trap, so Nikki will come up with a place that might work. Victor Newman Eric Braden will eavesdrop on a portion of this brainstorming session, so he'll grow suspicious and become determined to figure out what's up. It won't be long until Victor realizes a scheme to eliminate Jordan is underway, but he may plan to trap her first and protect all the Newman women. In the meantime, Claire will reconvene with Jordan at a surprising location since they'll talk at the Tack House. Once Claire invites Jordan in and shows some fake trust, it could help Jordan put more faith in her. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire will vow to take down the Newmans and make predictions that Jordan wants to hear, so stay tuned for updates on her lies and any looming backlash. The small town of Genoa City was never short on drama, but today the stakes felt higher than ever. Secrets were simmering, alliances shifting, and tensions running as thick as the January fog outside the motel on the edge of town. Nick Newman, ever the reluctant hero, found himself in an unusual situation alongside the smooth and calculating Chance Chancellor. The two men, unlikely allies, stood outside room 207 of the Crestline Motel. The peeling paint on the door and flickering neon sign overhead gave the place an air of seedy mystery, a perfect setting for the puzzle they were trying to piece together. Ian Ward, Nick muttered, his jaw tightening. Just saying the man's name sent a jolt of unease through him. Why does this guy always manage to slither back into our lives? Chance adjusted the collar of his leather jacket, his gaze fixed on the locked door. That's what we're here to find out. You ready for this? Nick hesitated for a beat before nodding. He wasn't entirely sure what they were walking into, but he knew one thing: when it came to Ian Ward, nothing was ever as it seemed. With a quick glance down the corridor to ensure they weren't being watched, Chance produced a lock-picking tool from his pocket. His movements were swift and precise, a skill honed during his time working covert operations. Nick couldn't help but marvel at how seamlessly Chance transitioned between his roles as a dashing gentleman and a man of action. The lock gave way with a quiet click, and the door creaked open. The room inside was dimly lit, the curtains drawn tight to block out prying eyes. The faint smell of stale coffee and cigarette smoke hung in the air. Nick stepped in first, his eyes scanning the cluttered space. Ian's trademark chaos was evident everywhere. Papers were strewn across the small desk by the window, and a half-empty bottle of whiskey sat on the nightstand. A map of Genoa City was pinned to the wall, red circles and cryptic notes scrawled across its surface. Chance moved to the desk, flipping through the papers. "Looks like Ian's been busy," he murmured. "These are bank statements, fake IDs, and..." He paused, holding up a photograph. Nick leaned in to look. The photo was grainy, but the subject was unmistakable: Adam Newman. "Of course," Nick groaned. "Adam always ends up in the middle of things, doesn't he?" Chance smirked. It wouldn't be a Newman family drama without him. As they continued their search, Nick couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. He glanced over his shoulder, half expecting Ian to burst in at any moment. But the hallway remained silent. Chance opened a drawer in the nightstand and pulled out a notebook. He flipped through its pages, his brow furrowing. "This is a list of names. Some of them I recognize, big players in Genoa City. Victor, Nicky, Phyllis." He trailed off, pointing to a name near the bottom of the list. "And there's yours." Nick's blood ran cold. "Why would Ian have my name in here? That's what we need to figure out." A sudden noise outside the window made them both freeze. The muffled sound of footsteps on gravel grew louder, then stopped just outside the room. Nick and Chance exchanged a glance. Without a word, they moved into position, Chance by the door, Nick by the window. The tension in the room was palpable as they waited, hearts pounding. The doorknob rattled. Someone was trying to get in. Chance acted quickly, yanking the door open to reveal a startled motel employee holding a stack of towels. "Oh. I didn't mean to interrupt," the man stammered, clearly caught off guard. "We're just leaving," Chance said smoothly, ushering the man away before closing the door again. Nick let out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. That was close. Too close, Chance agreed. "We've got what we need for now. Let's get out of here before Ian shows up." They gathered the notebook, the map, and a few of the papers from the desk before slipping out the door. The cold January air hit them like a wall as they hurried to their car. Back in the driver's seat, Nick couldn't help but glance at the motel in the rearview mirror. "This isn't over," he said grimly. Chance nodded. "No, it's not. But at least we've got a lead." As they drove away, the neon sign of the Crestline Motel faded into the distance, but the questions lingering in their minds only grew louder. What was Ian planning? How was Adam involved? And why was Nick's name on that list back in Genoa City? The answers awaited, but so did more danger, more deception, and more of the twists and turns that had become a way of life for the restless inhabitants of this small, dramatic town.